My name is Desmond Miles. I'm a prisoner of war. A war I never knew existed. Waged by two groups I never thought were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using it. Using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact. One of many so-called pieces of Eden. Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change. They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy. I think she's on my side. She's gone now. She's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his Templar masters. I don't know what will happen to her, or what'll happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here. And I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
Just give me a little chills right there. Give me a little chills right there. How we doing, folks? Welcome to the next Let's Play. It's Assassin's Creed Deuces, Assassin's Creed 2. Just a hell of a game. So much fun. Just a drastic leap in terms of what this game was as opposed to the first game. The first game was great for its time, for what it was. This second game was not. I'm trying to examine this wall over here, make sure we get in all this writing and whatnot.
We have to go.
Let's talk to my
Lucy,
girl, Lucy.
Where have you been? Why did they...
Now.
Bossy, okay. I can like that. I can get along with that. Now, this game takes place exactly right after the events of Assassin's Creed 1. So why aren't we playing Assassin's Creed 1? It just doesn't translate as well anymore. It's just not that great.
Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
How could you say no to her? She's not really that hot, but she's still pretty good. I don't reserve judgment. I have a problem judging virtual women and their looks. I mean, I just feel something wrong with that by its very nature. But let's go meet our main character. So right here, what we're gonna do is look for a connection between me, Subject 17, Desmond Miles, and Subject 16, who we don't know who this is at this point, who's left of all these notes, like that note that we saw over there at the beginning screen. That was written by Subject 16. So we're trying to find a match, and where this match lies is in Renaissance, is in Italy.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, sì, brava! It is a boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my
Little
love.
man ain't talking.
Mi dispiace, I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni.
Shh, my love. It will be all right. Tu sei un uditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti.
There you go. He's an auditory. He's a fighter. I had to brush up on my Italian when I played this game. This is so good. These are what interactive scenes should be. Fun.
Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
That's some baller ass shit right there. That's how you start a game. That's how you introduce your main character. You give birth to him. Man, that's tough. And he's a nice little collage mix there of images of what Ezio is to become, what you're gonna do later on in the game.
Let's go.
Very nice presentation.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
Alright, so the main reason I'm not playing Assassin's Creed 1 is it's very repetitive. The game was innovative for its time and it did a lot of good things. And I'm going to talk over here what Lucy says. I'm really trying to practice my punches and whatnot. I wasn't trying to knock her out.
Abstergo's got some fucked up interior.
So it was kind of, it was a good game for its time. But definitely, and Altair's a great character. He's a very, character torn between
I'm calling it in.
his duty and his loyalty to the master and to the code, but also just the responsibility that he has as a human being and what doing what's right. It's kind of that catch-22, that big question of would you do? And look at my girl Lucy putting in that work.
Holy shit!
Would you just follow what your teacher says blindly and be a great student, or will you question your teacher? And maybe if your teacher isn't doing what's right, do something different than that, and do something that different is teaching. It's kind of one of those big philosophical questions that's always been argued, thrown about, and that's kind of where Altair was postulated at. Your main character is Desmond Miles. It's this guy over here. I think a lot of people forget about it because you don't really play as Desmond much till a little bit later on in the series, and even then you only have a handful of missions. But you're Desmond Miles. This is your main character. You were just a regular dude. You were trained as an assassin growing up. You escaped that. You were working at a bar, I believe. And then Abstergo, who are now the Templars, kidnapped your ass, put you in the Animus, and what they're trying to find are pieces of Eden. Pieces of Eden are all-powerful things that let them keep control over the world. When you're playing as Altair, Al-Mu'alim, your main boss, your mentor, he uses a piece of Eden and he just creates a ton of fake images of himself, and you kind of have to figure out which one it is. So they have different, they seem to do different things, but they give you an all-encompassing power right here. And the big goal, as he said at the beginning, is that if they get one more, that's a game changer right here. Also, Subject 16, who was the guy, you're 17, so before you, there was 16 other cats that they put through this. He also found some sort of information saying that the world's going to end in 2012, which may or may not, we might find out later, be correlated to that whole Mayan thing where the world ends in 2012.
What do you think?
I think we can all testify that we kind of did eye with that.
Desmond,
Poor guys. Everyone thought the world was going to end. I always love that when he tells you to shut the fuck up. So good. And then she gives you a please. So kind, Lucy. Thank you. And right here he's going to show you some Eagle Vision action right here. So that's kind of Assassin's 1 in a very kindergarten-ish nutshell. You play as Desmond Miles inside the Animus, playing as him, and it really presents a great setup. And I think one of the most underrated things in Assassin's Creed storytelling is how they mishmash things. So you're playing as a character who's playing as another character way back, reliving his memories. You have to do things he did over there. You also have a team to let you know what's going on the outside to give you information on the inside. So it's a meta game. It's meta. It's a game inside 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 a game, and there's games inside the games and the games.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
And your main enemy here on the outside world is Vidic, which she just brought up right now. He's the kind of doctor who put you through this whole thing the whole time and is trying to keep you there and exploit you and use you and whatnot. Lucy was working for him, but she is actually a assassin, and she gets you out of here and is going to take us somewhere, hopefully somewhere safe right here. And the goal is that you'll be able to team up with the rest of the assassins, join them, and help them out. I'm trying to get used to the mechanics over here. We'll probably have a whole episode just on gameplay mechanics and whatnot. I'll just give you a brief introduction. They're not my favorite part. I think they're one of the weaknesses of Assassin's Creed 2. You really play for the story and for the environment. I'm a sucker for the story, the environment, the historical aspect of it. It's a very fun way to teach you things. When this game came out, I talked to some of my teachers, when I was still in college. I'm like, yo, listen, if you have to show somebody Rome, buy Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That's Rome. And my girl Lucy,
it's for your own protection.
Ain't playing around.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
Grown-ass man hiding inside a trunk, bro. I haven't done that since 2nd grade. Don't question it, man. 2nd grade was a little bit rough for me that year. Sometimes we had to hide inside a trunk. It happens. And look at this, man. I'm pretty comfortable right there. I can't complain too much. He's thinking, he's contemplating. At least he's out of Abstergo. Like, this dude was literally the whole first game inside that room where we started off. So this is already a big step forward for the series. It already got you out of the room. Let's see if my girl Lucy let me out over here.
Great. Shoving the trunk, bouncing around.
This way.
So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
She is
There was a reason for the escape,
nonsense.
Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful, and every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No. Not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just
bleeding
one
effect
guy.
is basically, you know, what happens to the Animus.
Sometimes that's all
If you
you
stay in
need.
it long enough,
So that's why you
it'll
found
turn into you. You'll
my
learn
ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of Abstergo and brought me here just to make me an assassin?
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Thank you.
I do these spoiler-free, by the way. I'll just throw that out there right now. I do these spoiler-free. Now I'm over here looking over here to put the damn subtitles on. Sometimes I'm gonna talk over, you know, some of the more meaningless stages, and sometimes you just walk around,
Lucy,
people start talking to
You
you. So
made it. God, it's been so
I love this
long.
girl.
7 years.
Rebecca.
Can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm
Sean
Sean Hastings.
isn't as much fun.
This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
all right, so let's go meet our crew right here. Let's say hi to my girl Rebecca.
Hey, Desmond. What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do,
Anything you can do, I can do
Faster,
better.
too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more
Go, girl. I'm
adjustments.
just gonna talk to everybody else, man. Introduce myself, say what's up to the crew.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Oh no, man. Oh no, my girl Lucy, man. She's mad intense. I'll give her that. She's got that intensity of life. Here's my boy Sean right here.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really. This stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
My man Sean is a hater. He is a hater. He's funny, he's entertaining, he's quirky. Especially some of the stuff he writes and gives you in the game is fun and entertaining and quirky. But in person, he is just an old school, old-fashioned, throwback hater. From day one.
So
Just
how
hate.
does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah!
Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
Well...
Alright, we're gonna get put up over here in the Animus.
Here we go.
Here we go. And how about we go next week, though? Next week, we start our adventure as Ezio. It's a nice little introduction right here. Hope you guys enjoyed Assassin's Creed 2. Check out next week. It's gonna be a jolly old time. But let me leave you a little tease right here. A little tease what's gonna happen.
Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viere. We were just talking about you. Surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Gottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo!